Welcome to How to Build an App series here at Buildfire. My name is Daniel Hindi, and today we're going to teach you how to build an internal communication app within minutes. As always, no technical skills are needed. If you know how to navigate the internet, you can build an app. If you're not familiar with Buildfire, we're a mobile app building platform that allows people with no technical skills to be able to build apps for iOS and Android. And if you are technical, you can make our platform do anything you want. Today's internal communication app is really suited for companies who have a deskless workforce, distributed out geographically, or maybe departments that are siloed, and you're trying to increase communication amongst all levels of employees in your organization so that they can easily communicate amongst each other or find useful information without having to call headquarters. If you're ready, let's get started. Go into buildfire.com, and once we're there, we go into build an app. Let's go ahead and do that. And you'll be presented with multiple ways that you can build an app. Through our white glove service, we can do this entire process for you. But for the purpose of this video, let's go to the do-it-yourself section. And what we do is we land on a page that is the beginning of our sign up. And what it's asking you to do, just like when you're building a website, is take a look at the various templates that we have. These are launching points that you could start with so that you don't have to start off with a blank canvas. It has some structure, it has some design for it. So you find something that's suitable to either your branding or the purpose of your app. Find something that's close to you. So if we take a look at here, any one that we click at, it'll load the app on the right-hand side for us to take a look at, play around with it, see if we like it or not. If we go to small business here, we can take a look at some of these options as well. Find what best works for us. Let's go to an employee app, and let's just start with this one here. So a little bit about our company. That'd be nice to have. A staff directory with a list of people. That'd be great to have as well. Training resources. Okay, this seems like something we could start with. So we go ahead and hit start with this template. And it's going to ask us for a bunch of information. Let's just go ahead and fill that out. So once we finish with the sign up, we land on our home page. This basically is our welcome page. It gives us some information about the product. But let me give you a quick tour on how to navigate what we call the control panel. Now, this entire portal is what we call the control panel here. And you can walk through a tutorial here and see the latest releases. But the idea is you want to navigate through your app generally app first. So if I'm trying to change anything on the app, let's say the About Our Company, I would click on that, use the app to navigate, and then it would load the corresponding configuration of that particular feature or plugin that we're looking at. Another way we could do that is by going to My Features here and see the list of all the features that are added into the app. Now these are features, think of a feature as a section, a unit of functionality inside of the app. All you have to do is create the function and then link to it somehow, whether it's on your home screen, in the side menu, in a sticky footer that you could put on the bottom. But the idea is that you create a feature and then you make sure it's accessible through some clickable means. Now, if we were going to go through the design of the app, we can go to branding here. And this will be the app icon. We can easily upload a different app icon. I won't bother doing that right now since we're not actually publishing. These are the splash screens. These are the screens that when you first load up the app, they show up, and while the app is loading, you get this image of what the app is. If you pay attention to any one of your apps on your phone, you'll see that all apps have some sort of splash screen in the beginning. We can select a particular font. Let's go ahead and change that maybe to something that's a little bit more unique. We can change our color palettes here. Any one of these colors, we can match our branding to whatever's on our website, what are our official corporate branding, whatever it may be. Or you can select a bunch of preset themes that will change it for you. The side menu here allows us to change exactly what you think it is, the side menu. So you'll see a list of features that I have here. If I wanted to just change the order of one, you could see it changed the order and now it works. If I wanted to turn off the side menu completely, I could just turn it off. If I didn't like the fact that it's aligned to the right and I wanted to align it to the left, I could easily do that as well. The footer menu is where we could create a sticky footer menu on the bottom. User login allows us to put in some settings for the user login. And intro slides are the place where you can actually create screens when you first start the app for you to actually see all these screens coming through. But for now, let's just stick to the basics. Now, our home screen here is basically a shortcut. Instead of going to features, my features, and finding whatever your home screen is, it's just a shortcut to get there. So once you click on home screen, it'll basically take you to this features configuration. Now, as you can see here, there's an image on top which has employee resources. If I were to add another image on top on this carousel, I can upload an image here by easily dragging and dropping in the images that I want. We also integrate with Unsplash that allows you to select a list of pictures. We can search for employee, and then that seems like a nice picture to add in. And what it'll do is it'll create a carousel between these two images, as you could see on top. As I changed it here, it automatically updated, and you could see it becomes a carousel on top. So if I wanted to add anything besides the company logo, if I had any announcements, things like that, this could be very beneficial. The other thing here is the features that we want to link to, which is what we see here on the bottom. And if employee chat was more important, then I can bump that up to the top, and you can see it moves up to the second position as it is here. So these are simple methods for us to configure the screens that we have now. Let me go ahead and remove that image just so we can keep it nice and simple. We can go to the design, and then we have multiple layouts. So we can have a single line item here on the bottom, just 3 at a time, just to keep it nice and simple and unique. We can have 4 at a time, or a 2-row, 3-column structure here. Now this is a particular feature that is meant for this particular home screen. We could change the home screen completely to make it be anything that we want. The template that we chose just so happens to have this particular feature. Now, the way we do that is by going to the marketplace. Now, the marketplace is where you can find all the additional features that the platform provides. Now, the majority of these features are buildfire features. However, you may see some third-party plugins be added into the marketplace because we have an open platform where other developers, third-party developers, can add features to the platform. So you'll see whatever's made by buildfire, you'll see buildfire here. So let's say I wanted to add a feature where our dispersed employment workforce can communicate with the headquarters and find the number that they need really quickly. So I'm going to come in here and type in contact, see if something comes up. We have a contact us feature right here. I'm going to click on that, and it gives me a little detail of what I can do here. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. I'm going to call this contact offices, for example. And I'm going to say add this to the side menu. This just gives us a really quick link. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. And so what that did is it created a brand new feature, added it to the app called Contact Us. And because I checked that checkbox, it's now available in the side menu and not necessarily on the home screen. Some of these features will come pre-filled with data just to give you a feeling of how it'll work. And so you could see there's a carousel on top where I can add and remove images. There is a little piece of text, what we call the WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get, that's available here. And I can say, feel free to contact the home office if you have any needs. So you could see that all the dummy data left, and what I typed in is now what remains. So that sort of dummy data that was filling it up completely got removed. And so I'm going to add image. Again, I can add my own images here, or I can go to stock photos and type in home office. And we can add 1 image, maybe 2 images here, 3 images, insert, and that'll immediately create a carousel for us. And here, maybe I want to add a contact header. And if I change this to, let's say, make it a heading 2, it's just much bigger and bolder. And then I can say our address is 750 B Street. And our actual address is 750 B Street, San Diego, California. We could probably change this to headquarters here. And so you'll see here that it's headquarters. And let's say we want to display a map so people can see it, so I can turn that function on. And then now add actual contact information. So the first link that I want them to do is be able to go to, let's say, a Facebook page of ours. And this we're going to call Facebook. And let's say it's give us a like on Facebook. This is HTTP. Whatever it may be. Save. Add another contact information. I want that to be, let's see here. I want it to send an email to us. And the action button would be send an email. And the address would be support@buildfire.com. Subject, need help. Go ahead and hit save there. And so you can see on this contact button here, if they click on it, now they have more options to contact us. And so all we have to do is just add more and more contact options, and you'll see that pop up. And this is a simple screen where they can come in, look for headquarters. But let's say I wanted to add that to our home screen here. It's not available. I have to go to the side menu for us to see that. So all we'd have to do here is add that feature to this home screen. And then just come in here and then search for that feature. And we called it contact. And there it is. And apply. And so we could see that now it's available on the home screen as well. But let's say this image is just, it's completely off. So all we have to do is navigate to that plugin. And here's the icon itself. We can go ahead and click on that. And we can upload our own image if we want. We have also a list of icons that we can use for contact information. So let's go ahead and find something that's suitable for contact information. Let's just call it this envelope here. And so you can see that change to an envelope. And if we go back here, you'll see that it's now available here as an envelope. If you go to the side menu, you'll notice that it's changed there as well. So the idea is you have features that are created in the app, and then you have to link to them either through a side menu, through a folder plugin, a grid layout feature, whatever it may be, so that people navigating the app can actually reach that portion. So let's say we wanted to modify this staff directory here. And let's say we wanted to just import a CSV with all of our employees. We could easily do that, and it'll fill up the list with all of our employees. So you could see every one of these individuals and their profile, and maybe a little bit about their bio and how to contact them. So let's say we actually want to preview this now on our device. Now, a quick way to preview this app, since we don't have an iOS and Android build yet, is just clicking preview here, then typing in your phone number, and you'll get a text message with something called a PWA. It's basically the web version of the app. It's not exactly the same thing as an iOS or Android app, but it's a quick way for you to get a gauge of how your app will look and feel on a real device, so that you know that you like it before you move forward to publishing to iOS and Android. If you were to have a portion of your app that dealt with commerce, in-app purchases, subscriptions, and so on, this is the area where you would do it. Obviously, for this particular app, you wouldn't need those type of features. So let's say you wanted to send out a push notification to your employees. This is the area that you would send it. You could send it out to everybody or a segment or even a particular employee, and they'll receive the message immediately. If you were to manage the users, access levels, permissions, and so on, and even potentially block a user from your app, this is where you would do it. Analytics is the area that will give you the information about how many people are downloading your app, how many people are using your app. Every feature in and of itself has its own analytic tab as well. These analytics would be specific to this particular feature. This analytics is more on the app level. And on the settings side is where you put in your API keys if you have any integration and your publishing information and so on. Then when you're ready to publish, all you have to do is hit publish, fill out the information. It will go directly to our publishing team that'll make sure your app gets built for iOS and Android, for phone and tablet, and will be sent off to the App Store and live as soon as possible. We help you navigate the waters of compliance with Apple and Google to make sure that you have a smooth experience. So you can see how easy it is to build an app like this. But the truth of the matter is, some of you will want to have unique design specific to your company. However, you may not be a designer, but you want a professional designer to come in and do it for you. Through our Buildfire white glove service, you can enlist us and we will design the entire app to be coherent with your brand, to be coherent with your vision as a turnkey solution for you. As extensive as our marketplace is, there may be a feature that you want that is proprietary to you, unique to you, or just doesn't exist in this marketplace yet. You could contact us and our team of developers will build the feature that you're looking for. Even if it's as simple as modifying an existing feature that you see here, but isn't quite the way you want it, you can give us a call and we can modify these features to make sure it's exactly what you're looking for. I hope this video gave you the information you need to build an app of your own. Let's build great things together.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with our latest content.